Hi there, are you a doctor interested in getting into freelance writing? Or are you a nurse, a dentist, a physiotherapist, a pharmacist, a clinical officer, a physician assistant, and you're interested in getting into freelance writing? Or are you already a freelance writer and you're interested in getting into a medical writing niche? If you're any of the above, then you are in the right place, because that's what we're going to talk about today. Hi guys, it's me Catherine. Welcome to my channel where we talk about how to make money online, especially through freelance writing and affiliate marketing. We talk about affiliate marketing every Marketing Monday and freelance writing every Freelance Friday. So watch out for those two videos. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. I'm so glad you joined us today. And if it's your first time being here, remember to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the videos. So guys, today we're going to talk about writing for medical practitioners or people in the medical profession. You may or may not know something about me, that I'm actually a medical doctor. I trained as a medical doctor, although I do not practice at the moment. Yes, I am part of the class of 2016 from Moi University in Kenya. So I have a soft spot in my heart for medics, because you guys are my first, family of a professional family. So I've received so many questions from my colleagues and former classmates, former schoolmates about wanting to get into freelance writing, making money online. And I realized this is actually a gap in the industry whereby there are people who are professionals. They have the information that is required to write very, very, knowledgeable content online, like doctors now in the medical niche. And there are people who are looking for writers, the people who want to write, yes, in that medical niche, but they do not know how to get into it, So I decided to make this video, especially for you guys, all right? So this is going to be, if you are in any other profession in the medical industry, or you are a freelance writer interested in getting into the medical writing, then this video will also help you. It's not only going to be specifically, it's not only going to help the doctors, although I'll direct it in that way. So guys, watch on. I'm going to tell you all you need to know and why you should actually get into freelance writing, because it's actually a very, very good side hustle you can have, and it will help you in your practice and help you get some more money. All right, so we'll just hop onto my laptop, but before that, I want to let you know that I'm going to have a gift for you guys at the end of the video. But actually, it's going to be in the description box below. So in case you don't watch this video to the end, make sure you get the gift in the description box below. All right, so let's hop onto my laptop and get started. All right. Hey guys, we're now on my laptop. So we're going to talk about freelance writing for doctors, as we just said, but this is going to be for anyone in the medical profession who wants to get into freelance writing, or if you're a freelance writer and want to get into medical writing. Okay, so I'll try make this as short as possible while still giving you as much information as you need and answering all your questions. So these are some of the things I'm going to tackle. These are actually the things I'm going to talk about. What is freelance writing, just in case you are actually totally new to this industry. And then I'll talk about how doctors can benefit from freelance writing. Yes, I'm going to give you real life examples, because guys, I'm here to help anyone who is on the fence, who is not yet sure whether they should get into freelance writing. I'm here to help you see that it can actually benefit you. Then I'll answer some frequently asked questions by doctors concerning freelance writing. Then where do you get the freelance writing jobs? I'll show you where. I'll give you examples of job opportunities that you can apply for even today. And then I'll end with practical tips to turn your freelance writing biz into a passive income source. I know most of you are always asking, like, where will I get the time to write? But I guess you have never realized that you can actually turn your freelance writing business into a passive source of income. Okay, let's say semi-passive, whereby you put in very little time and earn more. Yes. As you can see there, 3x your earnings. So stay tuned, guys. And remember, I have a gift for you. So stay tuned to the end, because that's when I'll tell you what the gift is about. Okay, so this is the first thing. What is freelance writing and the types of freelance writing? This is basically for those who are totally new to this. So forgive me if you think I'm really repeating myself. But freelance writing is a service-based business. Yes, it's a business. Don't think of it as a job. It's a business, and the service you're offering, the product, or yes, the service you're offering is your writing skills. So that's freelance writing. Some people call it online writing. Some people talk about copywriting and many other words that are used to define freelance writing. So if you have only thought about freelance writing as academic writing, I'm just here to alert you and to put a disclaimer that that is not what I'm talking about. That is not what I do. And the freelance writing I'm talking about is writing content for websites and blogs and all that stuff. Okay, so there are different types of writing. There are different niches that you can write for every profession. Actually, any profession that you can think of. If it's the financial industry, you can be a freelance writer for financial topics in the finance industry. And in this case, we're talking about the medical writing. So even under medical writing, health and medical writing, there are sub niches. You can write for any of the different branches of the different branches of medicine. So you can get into surgery, writing for like information about surgery, obstetrics and gynecology, IMED, pediatrics, psychiatry, mental health, you name it. And then there are also others that are not so like clinical sub niches, like nutrition or well-being, or workout routines that help with the health of a person, and skincare. Although skincare can actually be like totally medical when you talk about dermatology and such like stuff. Okay, so that is what freelance writing is, and those are the types of freelance writing jobs there are. Next thing we are talking about is how can doctors benefit from freelance writing, and I'm going to give you real examples, so stay tuned. There are actually very many benefits you can get out of freelance writing, because most of the time when people want to start freelance writing, they think about the time constraint. You're a doctor, you need to go for your ward rounds, you need to go for your on calls very often maybe, or you need to go for locums and all that, and you're wondering, how will this freelance writing help me? Will it give me money? I'm here to answer your question. So one of the ways you'll benefit as a freelance writer if you're a doctor is you can be able to replace your locums. You don't have to spend endless tiresome hours to earn more money. Guys, yes, you can actually replace your locums with freelance writing. That means you'll be just working from home instead of going out, spending time on the road, stuck in traffic, heading to your place for locum, getting tired. You still have to go for your calls. Instead of doing all that, you can just sit at home, leave your workplace at the time you're supposed to leave, go home, take a shower, relax, and all that. Get to your computer and start writing. Okay, then the second thing, you will actually learn, and I think this is one of the most one of the really amazing benefits of freelance writing for doctors. You will be learning. If you decide to write in the medical niche, you will be learning continuously. I know as a medic you have to continue studying all through your profession. That's why you go for CMEs. That's why you have like sessions of learning in the wards, or in your hospital, you name it. You have to keep learning. So freelance writing gives you an opportunity to actually learn, because if, for example, you have a client who tells you to write about I don't know, just think of any topic like obstetrics, and you're supposed to help mothers to learn what danger signs to look out for when they are pregnant. That is information that you need as a doctor already, right? And it's these are things that you you should keep on, refining your knowledge and learning the most recent, researches and all that stuff. Point is, you will have to study before you write for that client, correct? Yes. And because of that, it's a great benefit, because that leads me to my third benefit. You're not just learning as any other doctor will be learning, but you're going to be paid for the learning because you will learn and write for the client, and the client will pay you. So you're here improving your skills as a doctor, adding to your knowledge base, and at the same time you're getting money out of it. How cool is that, guys? Okay, the other benefit is you can earn way more than just what you get from locums. Guys, I know this is the part where some people cannot believe, but it's so true. Okay, I will be honest. You won't start earning from the beginning, like big amounts of money, like top dollar. You may not necessarily earn top dollar from the beginning, but eventually, and that may not take too long. So yeah, you may not necessarily earn a lot of money at the beginning, but spoiler alert, actually there are ways in which you can set up your freelance writing business and begin earning a lot of money, top dollar from the beginning. This is something I'll be sharing on my channel on later videos, so stay tuned. And that reminds me, if you've not subscribed, guys, I'm giving you an opportunity once again to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any good stuff that I'm dishing out on this channel. Okay. So as I was saying, that you can actually replace, that's another benefit of freelance writing for doctors. You can replace your locums, so that, because for some people, they actually do not enjoy going for locums. So that's why it would be good to be able to replace your locums, the income you get from locums, with freelance writing. Okay, on to another benefit. There are quite a number. Let me just be brief with the remaining ones. This thing about freelance writing will build your CV. Have you ever thought about that, guys? Have you ever thought about your CV? Because you'll have something that is not, you won't just have your CV full of clinical stuff only, but if you become a freelance writer, you can actually add on your CV that you are a published author. And especially if you have a byline, meaning whatever article maybe you write online, you have the top, there's normally written, this article is written by so and so. So that's the byline. So if you have that, this is something you can include in your CV. You can say you're a writer. Most employers actually like employees who have diversified skills. So you don't only have to fill your CV with, I've practiced in this hospital and this hospital and this hospital. You can also say, I have written online for such and such a company, and you drop some big names right, left, and center. So that's another benefit. And then another thing, you get to work for big international companies, as I've said, companies that maybe you may not even have gotten a chance to interact with. So that's good. It expands your, you get an experience outside of the normal that you would have, acquired. Another benefit is that you will learn how to communicate complicated medical stuff to lay people. This is important, guys. Listen closely. How is this possible? How will you learn how to communicate complicated medical stuff to lay people? Let me give you an example. If you're writing a website whose audience is just the regular person, lay people, like not other medics, and you're explaining to them, let me use the example I used before. If you're writing in OBGYN and you're explaining to mothers or pregnant women things to look out for when they're expectant or when during the delivery, how to prepare themselves and all that stuff, and you'll be talking about some medical things. And as we know, for any profession, because you're so used to the professional jargon, it's very easy to find yourself talking to a layperson, explaining something you want them to understand, but using medical jargon or whichever professional jargon you're in. And so this person may not understand you as well as they should because you're there as a doctor trying to explain to this patient that this is what the patient is asking, where did this disease come from, how is it that it's affecting, maybe it's something in their stomach and it's affecting their feet, and sometimes as a medic it can be hard to explain this conk medical information like in a simple way. So I know in the end you are able to do it, but this is where freelance writing can help you to even, become even better at that. Because if you write for such a website that is explaining certain medical stuff to, to lay people, you have to just learn how to simplify your language, how to simply explain complicated medical stuff to lay people. Okay, you get my point? So that's a really good thing. Yeah. And then the last thing, it's one of the best ways to learn, because freelance writing is like, if you're writing something, it's like you're teaching someone on paper. And the best way to learn is by teaching. So once again, guys, you're learning and at the same time you're being paid. And then the final one, I know I'm always talking about medical writing so far, but I know some of you maybe are not interested in writing in the medical niche, and so this will be another benefit for you, because as a writer, because you're a doctor, you don't just have to write in the medical niche, you don't have to write in the health niche alone. For me, for example, I don't write in the medical niche. I don't write clinical stuff. I'm specialized in digital marketing, and that's what I do. So that's another benefit. If you're a doctor and you feel like, yes, you really are passionate about doctoring and, saving lives, you really are passionate about it, but you feel like if you have a side hustle, you want it to be something different, not just the usual thing you've been doing from Monday to Friday in the wards, in which hospital, in the theater and all that. You want something different to take your mind off the medical stuff. Freelance writing will do that for you, because as a freelance writer, you can decide to write on any niche, any industry you want. You want to get into marketing, you can write about it. You want to get into food, you can write about it. You want to get into fashion, anything, name it. Okay, guys, I think I've explained enough about the benefits. So let me give you real life examples, because some of you maybe are wondering, okay, all this, just tell us, like, show us, really, is it possible? So the first example I'll give you is this guy. As you can see from the title, he says, I make $500 a month working only 3 hours a day. And from the picture, you can see that this person has something to do with med because of the stethoscope. So I'll tell you the full story. This actually is a blog post on freelancerkenya.com. This is a website by Walter Akolo, one of the Kenyan gurus in freelance writing. You need to know this person, Walter Akolo. So this is his website, Freelancer Kenya. I've just taken a screenshot of this blog. So this is Bonke Arunga, yes, that's his name over there. He wrote about his experience in freelance writing, and this was in 2018. And guess what he was doing at that time? He was a student in med school. And this is his testimonial about how much he was earning. $500 working only 3 hours a day. Guys, that is amazing. That is nice. Like $50,000 per month, earning working only 3 hours a day. That is not bad. Okay, for some of you, you may be thinking like, not so interesting, not so good. Let me give you another example. So this is a friend of mine. We were in school together, med school. We were once classmates, and she was interested in freelance writing. So I told her, hey, yeah, I can help you. I can guide you. So she did the course by Walter Akolo, and she got into it. And the first job she applied, she got it on Upwork. Yes, and then later on, I wanted actually to share this example. So that's why I asked her. You can see the message, that the conversation we had with her on SMS. I asked her how much she earned from that job, and she told me she got $22,000. Let me just read for you what she said. I asked her, so how much did you earn? And she said, I think it was $22,000. That's Kenya shillings, 22,000 Kenya shillings. It took me about 3 days with lots of breaks in between. I was very pregnant and in labor. I sent in the work 1 hour after delivery. So, okay, I'm sure some of those details you may think are not necessary, but why I'm emphasizing on all those details is because it just shows that she wasn't putting a lot of time into it because she was tired, because she was expectant, she was almost delivering, and she took 3 days to do this work. So you can imagine. And then she went, after her delivery, she went and, handed in the assignment, like the task that she was given by the client, and she got paid $22,000 for 3 days. Let's divide that, guys. 22,000 divided by 3. Let's just say 21 divided by 3 to make it easier. That's 7,000 per day. How do you think that sounds? If I have not convinced you enough, then I have a third example that I will give you at the end. So wait and see. An example that will show you that you can actually earn from writing one blog post, the whole amount that you earn, your full salary for a month as a doctor, as an MO. Guys, this is very, very sweet. So stick to the end. I'll give you the exact with evidence. We are not just talking over here. I'm showing you evidence. So let's go to the third thing. Sorry, I know I'm talking a lot, but bear with me. So there are frequently asked questions by doctors concerning freelance writing. These are questions people have been asking me. The ones who are interested in getting freelance writing. So I thought I should just address them and give you some answers, okay? So one of the questions is, can I do this as a side hustle because I'm still working? So you'll find doctors asking that, like, I'm still working, can I do this as a side hustle? Is it possible? And my answer to you is yes. You're wondering, where will you get the time? So one of the places you can get the time is from your locums. Like, just replace your locums with freelance writing. I already mentioned that, so I think that will be really good. Yeah, because that way you'll be able to just go home and work from home, and at least in a relaxed environment and all that stuff. And then the next thing, even if you still want to go for locums, you can still get into freelance writing, but allocate less time to it. But guys, I will repeat again, freelance writing is a business. So you will get out of it how much you put into it. So I'm not here also to sugarcoat and tell you that it's all rosy and fun and easy. No, not necessarily, but it's very doable. Just like any other business, because even you as a doctor, as a medic, as a dentist, as a nurse, as etc., you may be having maybe like a chemist, you've opened a pharmacy and you want to follow up. Let me even give a clinic. Maybe you've opened a small clinic, you're not the one attending to the patients there. Maybe you've hired clinical officers to work there and all that stuff. Trust me, okay, let's just speak the truth. You need to give it some time. You need to give that business some time for it to work for you, right? So the same thing with freelance writing, guys. It's a business. You need to give it the time. That is the first question. Can you do this as a side hustle as you're working as a doctor? The answer is yes. The next question many people ask is freelance writing really better than the work that goes into seeing patients? The answer is yes and no. It really depends, guys. Let me start with yes. Yes. No. Let me start with no. No. Freelance writing is not better if you're totally 100% passionate about your work as a doctor and that is all you want to do. Then freelance writing is not coming in to replace your job. Guys, I'm not here to tell you to quit your job. If you want to, that is okay. It's allowed, but that is not the aim of this video. Yeah, I'm not here to coerce you to leave your jobs. No, we need you guys, we need you doctors, please. Do not leave. So freelance writing will not necessarily replace your work. If you're passionate about doctoring and all that stuff, just do this as a side hustle. Yeah, just do this as a side hustle, get the extra money, continue saving our lives. Then yes, the other answer is yes. It can be better than your job of seeing patients if you're not so passionate about it. Guys, let's be real here. There are some people who get into certain professions and they, along the way, they realize they're not really passionate about it. That's actually what happened to me, a story for another day. But when you realize that as a doctor and you're here and you're watching this and you're wondering, can freelance writing actually replace my job of seeing patients, and you want, maybe even you don't want to leave the medical field, you just want to leave clinical practice and you want to do something else, maybe you want to master in something that is non-clinical, then freelance writing can help you with that. Because as you start freelance writing, your business of freelance writing, and allow it to grow, you can get to a point where you completely replace your salary and even earn more, and then now you can leave and maybe start your master's in something else and then get into the other line that you want to. All right, guys, so that's the other question. The third one is, can freelance writing give me some substantial amount of money on top of my medical practice salary? Yes, 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 guys. I have been saying this from the beginning, and I will not tire to say it because I'm trying to, encourage those of you who are on the fence. I'm encouraging you that yes, you can earn good money from it. I've said the third example that I've saved for last. The third example that will show you how much money you can earn as a freelance writer. It will shock you, and I'm not just saying it to say, I am saying the truth. It will shock you. So hold on. I'm going to give you that example. Okay, then the fourth question is it so easy to get these freelance writing jobs as you paint it to be? I know some of you normally think that I'm really exaggerating. I'm exaggerating like as if it's so easy to get these jobs and all that. No, it is not easy. Guys, I normally encourage you with the big numbers and big dollars that you can earn as an encouragement to show you how far you can go. But it doesn't mean it's easy. It is a simple process. It's simple, like you just do this 1, 2, 3 ABC and you get there, but it's not easy. So that is the thing. It is not easy. It's a business like any other. I will emphasize that again. And that business, you have to give it the time. There are things you have to learn. Like if it's totally new to you, writing online, even like opening a blog and you're wondering, where do I start? How do you do this? It may feel complicated. When you're doing something for the first time, guys, as we all know, it can be really tough at the first time. But in the end, it will become, it will come as second nature, but it's still not necessarily easy. But there's another answer to this question. Getting these freelance writing jobs can also be easy. There's another side to it. And those are some of the industry secrets, guys, you will get when you come in. And I'll be sharing them with you. So let me give you an example of how this process will be going. Because let's say you're totally new, totally green, you really do not understand freelance writing. Let's say you take 1 month, every day 1 hour, just reading about freelance writing, watching videos like this one and many others on YouTube about freelance writing, just familiarizing yourself. Don't do anything, don't write anything, don't create a website, don't do anything, just familiarize yourself for a whole month. Just keep doing that. By the end of that month, you'll feel like you know what this freelance writing is about. Okay, right? Then after that, take the second month and now do a course that will train you on how to get into freelance writing for 1 month. Just putting in even just 1 hour per day, that will be fine. Then the third month, take still 1 hour per day applying for jobs online. And don't even target big jobs, big paying jobs. If you want to, that is okay also. But your aim is to just land any client, even if they'll pay you very little money. You are just, you are building your business. You're taking time. You're taking time to understand even how to work with a client, how these things go, how you send your writing to them, how they give you feedback and all that. So you do that for another month. That's the third month. And on the fourth month, you take it to the next level now. You had created samples. You had created samples that helped you to get the clients, okay? Then now you take it to the next level. Now you have worked with clients. Now you know what is expected of you. Now you feel like you know this thing about freelance writing. And now, guys, you aim for the top dollars. You like create your website and you present yourself, you show your portfolios, you look for like the big websites to write for and all that stuff, and then now you start charging the big dollars. You see, so what I'm trying to say, if you're starting from scratch and you want to take it really, really slow, you can take about 4 or 5 months, just getting your footing. And then after that, that's when you can start setting your goals of like, I want to earn like 200,000 Kenya shillings per month from freelance writing as a side hustle, and all that stuff. So that is it. That's how it can be. That's an example of how it can go, okay? Another answer to that question, like whether it's easy to get these freelance writing jobs, there are certain secrets in the industry, as I've told you, that you can use to help you get these jobs faster, okay? And not only faster, but land the really high-paying clients faster. Okay, the last question that many doctors frequently ask questions is, will I be able to compete with other experienced freelance writers
in the industry and get jobs? The answer is yes. There's a video I shot about about is there like room for me to get into freelance writing? Is it flooded and all that stuff? Guys, anyone can get into freelance writing at any point, and you can compete with anyone. Actually, don't think of it as competing with other people, because there are enough clients out there, and clients are so different. A client may prefer you over another person, not even necessarily because of your work being better, but different factors. Let me give you an example of what you can leverage as a doctor. If you want to write in the medical niche or health niche, always leverage the fact that you're a doctor. Always mention that in your your job applications, the proposals that you send when you pitch clients. You can leverage that, because that depending on what kind of content they want you to write, also be strategic. Depending on the kind of content they want you to write, you can mention that I'm a doctor, so I understand these things better, blah blah blah, etc. So yeah, so we are done with the frequently asked questions. If you have more questions, ask them in the comment section below. And remember, guys, to like this video. So where do you get freelance writing jobs? I'll give you the not so common examples. I'll start with those ones. There's one website called, sorry, I have written them somewhere beside me. Okay, there's one website called writeraccess.com. Writer Access. That one is free to join. You can join that and get clients there. You'll have the jobs are posted there, and then you can choose the one you want, you pitch them, and then you get the client. There's another one called Contentfly. For this one, you have to apply to get in. This one, you won't only be writing about medical stuff, but different topics. So if you interested in that, then that's another place you can get jobs. There's also writerswork.com. Writerswork.com is really good, has been reviewed by some of the top freelancers worldwide, and it's really nice, but you have to pay to get in. So if you want to what they normally say is that they have really high paying clients there. So if you're interested in that, you can pay and get in to writerswork.com. Then another one is collabtree.com. This one is free to join, and the interesting thing about collabtree.com is it's specifically for medical writers. So this can be good for you if you're specifically interested in medical writing. And then there are other job boards that are more common, like problogger.com, upwork.com, fiverr.com. You can get into any of these guys, and what happens is there are jobs that are posted there. You decide on any that you feel like you can work on, and then you pitch those clients, and yes, you get the job. Maybe like a small interview, you get the job. It's all online, and then you start working, you send them the work, you get paid, and that's it. Okay, where are the job opportunities? I'm going to give you some examples of job opportunities you can apply for today. And at this part, guys, we're coming to the end, so bear with me. We're coming to the end, but this part is very important because I'm going to show you real examples. So the best place to begin is Upwork, because as you can see, Upwork is one of the biggest platforms of that connects, the biggest marketplaces that connects freelancers and clients. So just go to Upwork, create an account, and then you will have something like this. So in the search button where you search for a job, you will just like here, I had already typed medical, you just type medical writer or something like that, and then you click. So I'll give you examples that I'd looked at a few days ago. I'd already opened them so that I can save on time. So like there's this one saying, for each of these examples, I'm going to tell you 3 things. I'm going to point out why this is a good fit for you, and who is this job best for, and then how easy is it to do this freelance writing project. Those are the things I'll mention just to give you a good idea. Business plan writer. So in this case, is a business plan writer with experience in pharmacy. So as you can see, this is good as a good fit for someone who is a pharmacist, and someone who's also interested in business, like business stuff. So because you're going to be writing about business plans. So that's one example. And as you can see, they've shown how much they're paying, $35 to $75 per hour. So that's good. That's just an example. We'll move to the next one. There's this one, step down nurse, real-time scenario-based questions creation. This is a very good a very good project because they're just questions that you'll be writing, and as you can see, it will be good for like a nurse. I'm not saying not anyone else cannot apply, but yeah, someone who is a nurse and wants to write, this will be good because they can leverage that, the fact that they are in the profession. Another example is someone is looking for help with marketing and digital marketing for my medical billing company. So this is good for someone maybe who is interested in marketing, but they are also medical professionals, because you see, you'll be able to understand the industry and all that. Okay, then another one, medical sonographer question writing. As you can see, would be good for someone who is who is a sonographer or interested in it. Another example is health or medical information fact checker. This is actually would be very easy. Let's read the description. Looking for health or medical expert who can fact check a book on health and medical information. Guys, isn't this nice? This is really nice because all you'll be doing is reading, and you already are good at, you already have medical knowledge. That's what you do daily. So fact checking wouldn't be so hard for you. So this is something you can get into. This is a job you can apply for. Another example here is content writing for men's health. There are very many. There's another one, content writer. This was for like someone who's a skin specialist, would be good for this one. So guys, as you can see, the examples are many examples. I've used Upwork because it paints a good picture of what kind of projects are out there, and you can do the same for yourself. You can just go search on Upwork like jobs for medical writing or doctors, writing jobs for doctors, something like that. Okay, and then now here is what you have been waiting for, the the example that will show you that you can actually earn so much money as a freelance writer in the medical niche. And not only in the medical niche, but because I'm talking to you guys, doctors and medical professionals, that's the example I'm giving to you. So here's the example. First of all, I'll show you websites that for medical writers. Here is one. This person is called Diana Ribeiro. She's a pharmacist and medical writer. Okay, and then these are the services she offers: medical writing, translation, copywriting, and SEO. Copywriting and SEO is mostly what I'm talking about. It's basically just writing blog posts, like just to put it simply. And then there's this other one called Saratana. This is her website, her writer's website. She's an expert copywriter for the health industry. And this is the person she has shown her rates. So I want us to go to her page where she has specified what her rates are. Guys, are you ready? So let's scroll down and just see this. She can write web page content beginning at $2,500. Can you see? Let me highlight. $2,500. That's 250,000 Kenya shillings, I believe I'm right. She can write primary source articles ranging from $300 to $1,200. That's on the higher side, 120,000 Kenya shillings for just one article. Case studies, $300 to $1,200. Blogs, $300 to $1,200. Guys, what do you think about this? Isn't this good? I'm not saying that you'll have to charge this from the beginning, but this is the potential that there is in writing, in freelance writing. These are the rates you can be charging. It can be you, it can be me. Yeah, I'm actually in this league. I won't tell you where I fall. It may not be the higher limit of this writer, but definitely I'm somewhere there, like on the lower limit most of the time. Yes. Anyway, but the guys, this is it. You can actually get good money out of freelance writing. So we've come to the end. And I want to now tell you what the secret strategy is in turning your freelance writing business into a passive income source. I know you've been wondering whether you can do freelance writing with all the time with the little time that you have remaining after working as a doctor. And I'm here to tell you that there are strategies that you can use to eventually turn your freelance writing business into a passive passive income source and do what? 3x your earnings. Yani meaning you're working less and earning more. And not only working less, you're working like minimally, because you're spending so much time, it becomes passive source of income, and then you're 3x in your earnings. But guess what? That is my gift to you. I'm not going to share that here. I'm only going to share it with those who are very, very much interested in freelance writing, but free of charge. I'm not charging you to give you this secret. So that is where my gift is. That is the gift I was telling you about from the beginning. So if you want to know the secret strategy, just go to the description box below and click on the link that you'll find there. I have explained. And yes, just get the secret strategy and tell me what you think about it. And that's it, guys. What next after this? So I've encouraged you that you can actually get into freelance writing as a medic, as a dentist, as a nurse, anyone in the health profession. So what next? Like, how do you actually now start? Like, what do you do now that you're convinced that you actually can get into freelance writing? What do you do next? Guys, I have prepared that for you because this is a long video. We're not going to talk about that here. The next video, the exact next video after this, will give you a step-by-step guide on how you can get into freelance writing as a total newbie, like as a total beginner. I'm going to explain it to you step by step. So watch out for the next video. It's coming up tomorrow. If you're watching this on Wednesday, it's coming out on Thursday. So hit that notification bell so that you don't forget, you don't miss out when the video is up. Subscribe if you haven't, guys. And people, please tell me in the comments below, like, what do you think about this? Do you think you can do this freelance writing? If you're interested, or whether you're fully convinced, or you're still just interested in freelance writing, I want you to type below freelance writing or just FW. Just type freelance writing or FW in the comment section below, just so that I can understand and I can see, like, are you the people who are thinking about freelance writing or convinced that they can actually get into freelance writing. So that's it, guys. Thank you for sticking around to the end. I'm so glad you stayed to the end. Remember, we talk about freelance writing and affiliate marketing on this channel on Marketing Mondays and Freelance Fridays. So stick around, and we are going to learn a lot and make good money.
So there you have it, guys. If you've been thinking about getting into freelance writing as a doctor, a nurse, a dentist, a pharmacist, then you can see how much of a good idea it is and how it can really, really help you. So as I've said, I'm going to give you the gift, which is a secret strategy actually of how you can make your freelance writing business passive and you can 3x your income. So remember to get your gift in the description box below. And guys, if you have any questions or any comments, leave them below in the comment section. I would like to hear what you think about this. I would like to know your opinions. And subscribe. Remember to subscribe if you haven't, because I'll be talking about such topics going forward. Not only tackling the health niche, but also addressing how different professionals can get into freelance writing. So guys, stay tuned, and thanks for watching today. Goodbye. God bless you all. Bye.